Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have the very first ever footage for the PlayStation 5 Pro. As you guys probably know, we've been seeing lots of teases, lots of little, PlayStation showcases, but right now that people finally have their hands in the PlayStation 5 Pro, we have a chance to get to see and look at proper gameplay. So I'm going to show you guys a few different games over here and have all the original links down below in honor of Gabriel Master. So those of you guys who want to check out the original videos for it, I'm going to have the proper credits for it down below. But for this, I'm going to go give you guys a quick showcase on all the best gameplay out here. And you guys can maybe kind of see if there's anything big and different when it comes to the games themselves as a whole. So as I'm going to go play out the very first and foremost, going to go and actually probably have some of the audio out here muted as we kind of play throughout this. But here is the Monster Hunter Wilds out here. I just want to go give a big shout out for the actual people who actually have a chance to get their consoles and hands on the consoles for us to have a chance to go and share up the gameplay itself as a whole, which I think is overall really, really cool. So once again, most of these things will be all credited down below properly. And of course, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for our own PS5 Pro giveaway for all the subscribers in the channel itself. And of course, if you guys want to go pick up any of the consoles, we all have the affiliate links linked down below for the consoles themselves. So as you guys probably know, we just had the Monster Hunter beta over here on the PS5. This gameplay will be sped up 1.25. We'll have a few other ones we're going to showcase out throughout here, such as Final Fantasy VII and a few others too as well. But letting you guys know that it does seem like, first and foremost, the PS5 Pro does work out there publicly. And as well as we know, a lot more extra ray tracing when it comes to extra special effects, as well as also having the PSSR showcase, kind of goes to show that there's a lot more special, details when it comes to the games themselves as a whole. Now, when it comes to Monster Hunter, we can kind of skip ahead a little bit because some of this is more so just loading screens, etc. But as you guys can kind of go and see, I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on most of this gameplay. Now, some of this also might look a little bit more on the shoutier side due to the fact it's from YouTube to YouTube, so keep that in mind as well. But main things we're looking for is on performance, on the overall textures and details, and Monster Hunter may not be the best one for us to go and showcase on up, but it just came out of the Wilds beta, which had a lot of PC performance issues, so having a chance just to go and see how the game itself generally looks is probably the biggest detail. Now, once again, if there's a 4K, I'm going to go switch it to 4K too as well and make it look a little bit nicer for y'all, but basically for this one, it still looks pretty similar, I would say, in terms of what we're expecting. But once again, it's kind of a harder one for us to go and fully see. Now we're going to be waiting for the monster itself too, and that'll probably be the best Defy over here. If you kind of look through all the overall details too, it does seem like the rocks have a little bit extra attention to detail, a little extra, oomph when it comes to them, which is the main reason why we wanted the PSSR. It also looks like the render distance, as we just kind of glanced over there too, looks a lot nicer and better. Now as well, it looks like the foliage looks a lot cleaner. I just saw that as I was scrolling on through, looks amazing. And I will go and say, off my first impression, which makes this actually kind of dope, the monster itself looks a lot better. Holy, oh my God. Wait, I'm not even exaggerating because this is kind of my first impression for some of these first reactions. Bro, that looks insanely good. I played this both on PC as well as also on the PlayStation 5 on both ends, normal baseline PS5, because the beta itself just ended as of yesterday. Bro, that looks insane. The monster looks amazing. Wait, that I'm not even saying this just to Josh or whatever. I feel like I'm seeing extra details on the actual skin itself. Maybe it's because I'm more so watching it rather than playing the game, but I feel like that looks insanely good. I'm not just saying that. Also looks like the foliage itself is almost even popping out even more in regards to the normal console. That actually looks absolutely insane. Now, granted, a lot of the game, okay, that's on Monster Hunter Wilds, not a thing on the console itself. If you guys saw, that's kind of crazy. But when it comes to this stuff, it's kind of hard to go and look at some of the overall gameplay because it is very, 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 very obviously sandy. But looking at the details on the rocks, the character model, etc., everything looked a lot better when it came to the Monster Hunter Wilds. Looking at the individualized textures, that is absolutely popping on the character itself. This did not look like this on the PC and PS5 beta. That looks insanely good on the very first ever footage over here for the PS5 Pro. Now I'm going to go and show you guys a few other ones too, which I do kind of feel like Wukong is probably one of the better examples out here to also go and showcase. So we're going to showcase up the Wukong, just in general, and we'll make sure we have all the proper details, which that looks, dude, this looks pretty good, dude. I'm not even exaggerating this just to go and say it. The overall ground textures looks insanely good. Maybe I'm overly judged this up or something for the game, but this looks insane, bro. This looks amazingly good. I'm seeing so much individualized foliage on the characters themselves. It looks like the animations are looking great. The ground looks phenomenal. This looks genuinely good. I'm not just saying this just to say this. I mean, I'd probably get more clicks and more views if I was like, this is horrible, no one buy it, because obviously there is a little bit still of a negativity, vibe when it comes to the PS5 Pro. But it seems like a lot of people are kind of warming up to it. And as I mentioned, just throughout the affiliate links we have down below, a lot more people are buying up these consoles these last few days. Maybe it's just for the FOMO. Maybe it's just because we're seeing a lot more coming out. But in all honesty, dude, a lot of this looks very, 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 very nice. Now, I do believe they also had a chance to bump it up to a little bit as well to make it a little bit more on the immersive side. This looks great. Like everything I'm seeing so far in terms of frames, in terms of the overall environment, like first impression, this looks absolutely phenomenal, dude. Like I'm not even exaggerating this on up. This looks very, very good. Once again, I want the kind of the big bump up we'll see, and this is, I think, Wukong's a better example than Wild. Although those individual characters on Wilds look great, the environment is what's kind of excentuated. I don't know if that's even a word. Like expanded on, looks nice upon, whatever. What expulsulated? I'm coming up with good words probably, but when it comes to this is also having a chance to do the different, balance mode and performance mode and all that. For some odd reason, this actually looks a bit on the laggier side. The second they put that on. Interestingly enough. But either way, like the environment is what we're mainly looking for when it comes to the PS5 Pro. And that's what we're like, that's like the main thing. We want to focus on this, and like seeing the extra like render distance, having more of this foliage on the ground is really the main purpose, to make these games feel a lot more immersed. And having the extra rendering for the slightly better CPU, the GPU to handle more ray tracing, and basically having a chance to utilize the PSSR, and having things like those water effects and like gloss, like the water in the back. Look at the water, there's little ripples in the water itself. This is honestly amazingly good. A lot of this is also AI as well. I'm not sure. I kind of wish I would have played this on the PS5. I played Wukong on PC, but that is insanely, insanely nice as they kind of keep on, switching around throughout the different performance modes. You guys can kind of see the different characters. But like, bro, like this looks great to me, because even don't forget, like on the PSSR, that is integrated, I believe, in every single subsection, because you just have the better PC to go and utilize it. So I just think this looks great. Like, no matter if it's on more of like the performance mode or balance mode, bro, this looks awesome. I will give this many, many thumbs up on the Wukong side. As you guys are kind of seeing, the combat does look fluid. Look at some of the characters too as well, look very, very nice and detailed. I still never beat Wukong. I get to the very last chapter, and at some point I have to go back and actually beat it. But like, yeah, this looks insanely, insanely good. Now, once again, I want to maybe kind of shell up over here Final Fantasy. I do think the Final Fantasy one's probably being the more intriguing one out here, if anything. This is the one I think almost everyone's looking forward to, because this is gonna be, oh my god, dude. I have played this on the PS5. This frame, dude, even looking at Cloud of Run, this almost kind of seems almost too fast. Wait, I kind of forgot I put the video at 1.25 speed though. The for us to kind of, okay, just I was sitting there for a second. I was like, wait a second, is the PS5 Pro that great? No, I do want to remind you guys, we did put the video on 1.25 speed because I want to showcase up a few of these various games. This looks absolutely stunning, dude. I'm not even exaggerating on this one. This is probably some of the cleanest gameplay like I've ever. This is insanely good. Look at just how much individual like rocks and actual stuff that's actually in this environment. Like looking through this, and this is the power of the AI and the PSSR. This is some of the. This is crazy. This is very, very nice. Very, very clean. Look at all these This looks like real life, my dude. Like, this looks generally really good. Hopefully I don't seem like I'm overly glossing on this for just whatever, because I mean, you guys are gonna see my videos in a week or two. If it sucks, it sucks. I'm like, I can't fake my reaction on it, It's like, this is crazy to go and see. This looks beautiful. This generally looks good. Even look at Tifa's hair, dude. This is crazy. I will go and say, of all ones, this is probably one of the better ones out here. This looks phenomenal in my opinion. This looks great. Like, I'm almost out of disbelief on how clean this is, and I really feel like I'm overly glossed. I'm like, for PlayStation or something. But bro, like, this is generally good. I'm actually pretty happy right now for my PS5 Pro. I'm very, 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 very impressed with all of this. And as well, there is like obviously there's gonna be a lot more other various games all kind of made / incentivized for the PS5 Pro, and like, yeah, the companies like PlayStation Studios trying to make their games run nicer. But this is really the bread and butter, bro. This is like looking phenomenal, especially for games that are purely on PS5 exclusives, which right now Final Fantasy VII Remake is. And this was one of the very nicer games when I first played it. This game was a phenomenal game when I played it. Bro, this looks clean. This looks good. The combat looks so fluid. Everything is looking very nice. Now, once again, this is also on 1.25 speed in case you guys are curious, but there is also a lot of games that are now bolstering up to 60 FPS, and that is also fantastic. That is so cool to go and see. I love this. And like, the environment looks bigger. It looks like the render distance looks nicer. The overall background, as we take a little peek here for a second, but the overall background looks so much cleaner. Like, there's like extra colors popping, and I feel like it just looks clean. Everything about this generally just looks overall very, very clean. And this is what I want to go and see when it comes to games. This is fantastic, dude. This is fantastic. Now, last but not least, we're going to be putting over here for the Demon Souls to kind of give you guys the perspective, because this was more of a more OG PlayStation 5 title. As you guys know, it's more of a launch title. But bro, this looks so good, dude. Like, this is almost making me want to go and replay through a bunch of older games on my PS5 Pro, because this looks insanely clean. This looks better than I expected, although it has been a few years, and it was on the base PS5. Bro, this looks really good. The background environments, these colors are popping. This feels like, what the hell? This looks insanely good. Oh my God. It really genuinely feels like everything is popping. It feels like everything is clean, precise, bro. That was for the PS5 Pro mode to do as well. This is like that was very clean. You can definitely tell the difference too as well as they switch throughout all the performance modes out here. But even then, don't forget, on even like the more lesser performance modes, they will still have better frames, better performance in the PSSR, which is the main reason why it's still an extra bonus. It's all bonus things thrown on in. And this is why this stuff is crazy, dude. It's making me want to go replay it through Demon Souls. So this is like the very first impression of the PS5 Pro gameplay. We haven't seen too much out there. Bro, that looks clean, my dude. That looks very, very generally clean. Oh my Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Anyway, as I mentioned, this has been crazy better than I would have ever expected. Also, even like the rendering, look at the... Oh my God. This once again, PSSR. All this stuff is the PSSR gameplay because that is just the background of the game with all this put on it. And like there's a big difference between that and what I just saw. Switching from the PS5 Pro mode to performance mode. You can definitely tell. Oh my God. It just as everything is cleaner. You see those individual strands like miles away. It looks just so much nicer. I respect it. This is actually way better than I was ever anticipating. And once again, this is getting me like excited. This is me getting hyped up. This is me like, God, like I'm almost like speechless. This is very, very, very good and very clean. I think most people are gonna be pretty happy with their PS5 Pros. I'm not joking. Especially because I have seen a lot of people who have never even had their console yet. So as a first impression, we're utilizing this AI and throwing everything else into it. That is very, very, very good, bro. Very, very good. I'm kind of speechless, I'll be honest. So throughout this entire video, you guys had a chance to go and see a few other various gameplays already leaked and shown because the console's not out yet. This is all early gameplay, and some other regions have had a chance to go and obviously play it, and that's why we're reacting to some of it. Once again, the proper credit for these links will be linked down below. If you want to give them some love, subs, or whatever, give them some watch time, all that kind of good stuff, because obviously I'm not the one making the content, so I want them to get some love on it too as well. But like, this is like phenomenal, dude. Like, I am very, very impressed. This is better than I was expecting, and I do think a lot of naysayers are kind of being proven right now that's why PlayStation's kind of been the king right now. They're doing this looks very, 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 very good. Like, all things considered, looks very, very good. So that's it for my quick little glances on the gameplay itself. I am genuinely impressed. I really do think a lot of these turned out very nice, very clean. I'm very excited for my console, and I would love to hear all your thoughts and comments on everything all down below for my lovely viewers on the channel itself. Are you guys still excited for your PS5 Pros? Are you guys hyped up for it to go and arrive? And once again, I just think it's nice that we're finally getting like PC options, qualities and such, which I think is fantastic. And I do think the options of having more frames, having better quality, or a mixture of both really is like where we need to go take gaming as a whole. So I think this just looks great. And so let me know your thoughts. I'll leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new for our PS5 Pro giveaway and all the other various things too as well. All the affiliate links are linked down below. Of course, if you guys want to subscribe for the bonus entries, we have the Twitch and all those other various links as well down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Check out the original links too as well for the description for the videos themselves that we reacted to. I appreciate you all so much for watching here in the first place.